Three, two, one. What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Dan Stephen here for another reaction, and in this reaction, we're going to be doing some Bill Burr. Stephen,
big fan of Bill Burr, mate. But as we were saying just before we started doing it, we're not the biggest fan of Saturday Night Live.
No, I'm not. I find it really cringy. I like a few people from it, like you call the guy Keenan. No, Keenan from Keenan Kel.
Yeah,
he's on it. He's funny, and I like Pete Davidson. He's very dark on it, but no, their humor is very, as you said beforehand, cringy.
yeah, it can be, but maybe it's just, I don't know. I think it used to be better, Saturday Night Live. Like, it used to be a massive thing, didn't it? And it probably still is. I mean, this video is 6 million views, but you just don't really hear too. It's not like, oh my god, you need to watch this on Saturday Night Live. Is it still as popular? Popular as it used to be?
I think it is pretty big, to be fair. I just think it's not as. It doesn't. I don't think it translates well over here. I don't think the humor is that funny. It used to be. What I remember of it, like back in the day, you had Eddie Murphy and Adam Sandler on it. It was very edgy, but now it's not. I think comedy in general is very edgy now. So that's actually, it's kind of left in the past. It's very, as you said, safer. I just don't get it as much. It's kind of like, even though there's a studio audience there, it almost feels like it's like a fake laughter,
like a laughing track.
Yeah, it's kind of like ha 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 ha. Like, was that funny? Like, they're telling you when to laugh. Like, you're watching like The Big Bang Theory. It's like, oh, was that funny? Oh, it's funny because they told me when to laugh. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
that's how you know real comedy, when you don't know when to laugh.
Yeah,
but Bill Burr, we love him. We've done a few Bill Burrs before. Bill Burr is quite edgy, so him to do this here, I'm hoping he's going to bring his humor to it rather than sticking to the old Saturday Night Live kind of, safe comedy.
Yeah. We'll give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go. See how it goes. All right, this is Bill Burr, stand-up monologue for Saturday Night Live.
Thank you. I've been doing stand-up forever, and this has always been a lifelong dream of mine to come here and host Saturday Night Live. So thank you so much for coming out. During these difficult times. You guys all look like surgeons with your masks on. Masks. I like people who wear masks. That's good. You're listening to the eggheads, the people we all cheated off of in high school, right? Keep listening to them. And then if you don't wear a mask, that doesn't bug me either, right? Take out your grandparents, you know? Take out your weak cousin with the asthma. I don't care. It's your decision. There's too many people. If you're that dumb and you want to kill your own family members, by all means do it. And speaking of dreams come true, did you see Rick Moranis got sucker punched on the Upper West Side? New York is back, baby! New York is back! We lost our edge there for a minute. City started looking like a giant Bed Bath & Beyond, and it had to happen. That's what happens when you stick an M&M store in Times Square, all right? The universe has to balance itself. Get the peep shows back in Times Square, old people can walk safely 40 blocks away. I don't know, I'll probably get canceled for doing that joke, you know? How stupid is that cancel thing? They're literally running out of people to cancel. They're going after dead people now. They're trying to cancel John Wayne. They're like, did you hear what he said in that interview in Playboy in 1970? Can you believe that? It's like, yeah. He was born in 1907. Never talked to your grandparents and brought up the wrong subject? And all of a sudden it went off the rails. Like, oh, grandma. Just keep making the cookies. Yeah, you don't bring up race or religion with your grandparents. You keep it simple. Get ahead. Plowing ahead. Let's talk white women here, shall we? Way white women somehow hijack the woke movement. Generals around the world should be analyzing this. Just to refresh your memory, the woke movement was supposed to be about people of color not getting opportunities, the at-bats that they deserved, finally making that happen. And it was about that for about 8 seconds. Women swung their Gucci-booted feet over the fence of oppression and stuck themselves at the front of the line. I don't know how they did it. I've never heard so much complaining in my life from white women. My life is so hard with my SUV and my heated seats. You have no idea what it's like to be me. Trashing white guys. The nerve. Where's the camera? The nerve of you white women. Listen, I don't want to speak ill of my bitches here, okay? I don't. Well, let's go back in history here, okay? You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of our crimes against humanity. You rolled around in the blood money. And occasionally, when you wanted to sneak off and hook up with a black dude, if you got caught, you said it wasn't consensual. Yeah, that's what you did. That's what you did. So why don't you shut up, sit down next to me, and take your talking to? I haven't been in New York for about a year. You know, I was here last year. I was shooting a movie. Had a great time with Judd Apatow, Pete Davidson, and all the guys. I immediately noticed how extra crowded the city was. And I was getting all claustrophobic. So I finally walked up to this old New York door guy, and I was just like, dude, what's going on? What's with all these people here? And he was just like, oh, no, don't worry. He goes, it's June. He goes, it's Pride Month. And I'm like, what's that? You know, I'm 52. I never heard of it, right? They didn't have that when I was a kid. He goes, oh, it's Gay Pride Month. And I was just like, oh, month of June is Gay Pride Month. That's a little long, don't you think? For a group of people that were never enslaved? No. How did they get all of June? Dude, black people were actually enslaved. They get February. They get 28 days of overcast weather. Sun goes down at 4 in the afternoon. Everybody's shivering. Nobody wants to go on the parade.
There you go.
Yeah, it was very similar to a lot of his stand-up, in fairness. Like, even, like, he didn't really play it safe, like, but he does go a bit further in. Well, when he does his normal stand-up, he does go a bit further into, like,
yeah. You can tell sometimes, like, when he's talking about certain things, the audience is kind of like, oh, okay, that's not, you can tell, like, and then in the stand-up, he would address it. I was like, why is everyone going so quiet for? Obviously not there. He kind of cuts away really quick and all too, but yeah, he was edgier than I thought he was going to be, given a Saturday Night Live, like, opening monologue, to be fair. But I was actually in New York in June, like, a couple of years ago, when I actually was, it's fucking mental here, to be fair. Like, but I kind of clicked on with all the pride flags and stuff, and it must be Pride Month, to be fair. But yeah, it's fucking funny. Like, when he starts talking about, like, how the white women hijack wokeness.
He always talks about that. I remember watching one where he was like, you have these white women that are slabbering to me, and you're like, bitch, you're in this jacuzzi with me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, it's comedy and he's stretching like something to the extreme, but it's funny as well, because you do find that it is a lot of white women that are outraged, and you're like, as he said, he's like,
you were beside me the whole time.
I don't know if you're really exempt from this. You know what I mean?
You supported me when I was being this way. You're technically a fault at this point. I know, but
I love his. Do you remember his bit he done about feminism, and he done about, it was like, why do women get paid less than men?
Okay. And
he was like, well, put it like this: if we're on the Titanic and it goes down, you get to leave with the kid. So yeah, I'll take that extra $1 an hour. It's funny. Or he always compares it to, like, women that want things that men can do. It's like a buffet. They go in and they like pick and choose. Like, oh, more money, I'll take that. Oh no, fighting in a war. No, we don't want that. No, like, put all this shit back. Like, but he's funny. He's really good.
He also did a sketch where he's talking about, like, no reason to hit a woman. He's like, I can tell you fucking 19 on top of my head. What are you on about?
You just don't do it.
Don't do it.
There's
but
definitely a reason.
He's like, what are you elevated above the rest of us? There's no reason to hit a woman. Come on, there's plenty of reason, you just don't do it. But there's plenty of reason to hit a woman. Alright, that was our reaction to Bill Burr. Any more skits you want us to do?
I think I look like Bill Burr.
It's just because you're bald and have a bit of a beard.
Yeah.
I think all bald people with beards all look alike. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
that's fair enough. And we try to grow a beard to kind of stand out a wee bit, and you realize every bald dude's got a beard now. You're like, fuck's sake.
you like every bald person apart from Jason Statham, because he's cool. He pulls it off.
Probably a lot better looking than most bald people.
Who you are?
No, Jason Statham.
Okay.
I'm in much better shape.
Yeah, he's not
anyway.
Whatever. But yeah, that was actually our first reaction in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Damn it, COVID.
Damn you, COVID. Fucking doing Zoom reactions here. But yeah, that was our reaction. Let us know if you want any other reactions in the comments below, motherfucker.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Just to let you know, we've got similar content available on the channel if you want to check it out.
We also do our own podcast called MCPodcasting, where we cover a range of topics from politics, sports and even movies.
We basically just talk a lot of shit.
We argue a lot as well on it there, but all the links are below. We're on all major platforms, Spotify, iTunes, and is there any other?
That's the main ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's the main ones.
Just check out the podcast, and if there's any sort of videos you want us to react to, drop us a comment on the YouTube videos, and we'll be sure to check it out.
Or if you want to make fun of us, then go ahead. We don't care.
Be nice.
Be nice.
In fairness, we don't really get that many comments.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me.
Okay.